Hey, this is Jeff Brooks with Remax of Orange Beach and the Gotti team for your November market update, reviewing the October numbers. Let's jump right in, looking at the same things we normally do. Interest rates, solid sevens. Saw one today that was 6.85 for a primary home, 30-year fixed, but they seem to be leveling out. Prices. The median price is starting to level off as well, very segment dependent. And then inventory, we're going to take a look at that by segments this month as well. Here's your interest rate trend. You'll see the last couple of weeks that little dip down at the very end on the far right. We did hit some high 7.5s, 8s there for a short period from last month. So we're down slightly from last month. The normal monthly report from Baldwin County, traditional average sales price up about 7%, still primarily driven by homes on the Eastern Shore, and we'll look at the same breakdown we saw last month. Excuse me. Days on market are up slightly, and then number of homes sold down slightly. And then if we look at the resort properties, up again. Coastal homes remain the majority of that up factor there. And days on market up slightly. And then number of properties sold up slightly from this time last year. So let's look at that breakdown I mentioned. First, we'll do the coastal homes and coastal condos. You'll see condo sales price change slightly down last month from a year ago. Total sold just over 56 million. Coastal home price change from last October or 22 October, 17% up, with almost $66 million in total properties sold at an average price of $730,000. And that's not on the water, that's near the water. Baldwin County, pretty much the same story as last month. You'll see the Eastern Shore from October of last year up by 10%, October of this year. Central Baldwin up about 3%, and Northern Baldwin down slightly. Not a lot of homes sold, not a lot of property value in that Northern Baldwin County yet. It's just not developed. So median price trend, these month to month, year over year things don't tell me a lot. I like pictures of what's been happening over time. So I went to the condo and townhome trend in Baldwin County from 2018 through current. And this is favored by the resort area because there are a lot more condos and townhomes in that area than there are in the rest of Baldwin County. But you can see that melt up starting there around the pandemic. But if you notice, or I do, from about mid-22, we're starting to see a flattening of that increase. So we seem to have sort of leveled off in the average price there. Yeah, there's some up and down. That's your standard change month to month. And the single family home, not quite as pronounced, but you'll see the same thing. You also see not quite as much fluctuation there. Inventory, again, is a big driver there. I've been mentioning that it's not back to normal supply, but if the current trend, as you'll see on the far right there, continues, then about next year sometime we should be back to that roughly 5 months of supply in the market for all types. But again, This is the total for everything across all of those regional segments and all those house type segments. So let's again break it down by condo, townhomes, and single family residence. You'll see in the condo townhomes, it's slightly above what the traditional, just under 6 months of supply is over the last month or two. Will that continue? Not sure. And if you look at the single family home, you'll see that it's still under that traditional about 5 months of supply. That's all I've got for this month. Would love to hear your comments and other questions that I can dig into with the data and the stats I've got available. Have a great month. Talk to you soon.